So hey guys, it's Zieja again. Where have I been? A lot of places, actually. And I wanted to start my return to commentaries on the internet, or at least on my own channel, with something classic. And I wanted to play COD 4 because COD 4 is awesome, and it's one of those games that I understand. And I don't really understand Advanced Warfare. It doesn't click the way any other COD does. I can play any other COD and do fairly well at it. Advanced Warfare, not so much. So I wanted to play COD 4, and I did, and I had a lot of fun. I played Advanced Warfare, did not have a lot of fun. But I don't want to talk about my gaming history in the past 2 months that I've been gone. I want to talk instead about addiction, or more specifically, how game designers create addiction in their games. And this entire commentary started back in, I think, November, when good old David Vonderhaar posted something to his Twitter feed. It was him and his 3 Destiny characters, the Hunter, the Titan, and the Warlock, all of them at level 30. And he said, and I apologize for paraphrasing, he said, "I'm done for now." Now, I have only gotten one of my Destiny characters to level 30, and it's been kind of a grind. Now, it's a little easier that I have a level 30 character that can do the Nightfalls and get exotics, and who can more consistently get strange coins to buy from Xur, to buy exotics from my other characters, and then I can start building up Vanguard commendations, build up Vanguard reputation, and get the stuff I actually need. The point being is that Destiny, if you've played it, and even if you've not played it, it's not the best game out there. I think we all know that at this point. Why do I find myself addicted to it? It's not as good as Borderlands at the shoot and loot stuff. It's not as good as Halo at the shooter stuff. And it's not as good as Mass Effect at the story stuff. The 3 main games I would say it draws from. So why do we keep playing it? And why specifically would David Vonderhaar make a big deal about getting his characters level 30? Now, one very obvious answer is Bungie is now under Activision's umbrella. And being an Activision umbrella like Vonderhaar is, it's only good marketing to have your top Call of Duty developer marketing your big giant game for that Bungie's putting together. But there's something else, I think, and any good game designer is always looking to other games to see what he can add to his, or what another game does that his maybe doesn't. And I'm putting in COD 4 gameplay rather than Destiny gameplay for 2 reasons. 1, I have no way to capture Destiny gameplay. And 2, COD 4, of all of the PC Call of Duties, still consistently has the most players on it. Black Ops 2 now at release, of course, this isn't true. But COD 4 still has several thousand people at least on it at any one time. Even, what? That's almost 9 years after its release. And you gotta think to yourself, Vaughn is looking for that. Call of Duty is a business. The fact that there are buyable camos that are in the same vein as Counter-Strike, but Counter-Strike has a market system, it has a community that, while you could say there's issues with the community, it's more community-centered. On the other hand, Call of Duty just says, here's some camos, $2 each, just buy them. They don't do anything, they're just pure profit for us as Activision and Treyarch. Or Activision and Sledgehammer, or Activision and Infinity Ward, but I don't know why you would buy anything from Ghosts. The point being is Vonderhaar was playing Destiny not just to enjoy it, but also to learn. And to learn one thing specifically: how to make games addictive. How to make people come back again and again and again to a game that is not really all that good. Destiny's not all that good, and I'll say this again, Destiny is not very good, but I have put an inordinate amount of time into it. I still play it. Despite the fact I have my PC, I have COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Dark Souls, Battlefield Hardline, which is okay. All of my PC games are available to me. And yet here sits my PlayStation 4, and the only game I play is Destiny. The only game. Will I play Bloodborne when it comes out? That will probably supersede Destiny in some locations, but Destiny has everything I need to keep me coming back. It has dailies, it has weekly stuff, it has bounties, that all of this is bullshit, of course, but it's addictive. And you gotta wonder, did Bungie know how addictive their game would be. And I want to say they did. Now, of course, there were a lot of people who left Bungie at very inopportune times. The creative director left, one of the lead designers left. Not good for the game's development. And so I want to make a case that Bungie, knowing that, well, we're probably not going to have as solid a title as we would have liked, let's make a title we have as grabbing as possible. Let's make sure that everyone who plays it just wants to keep playing it over and over and over again. And we can build in the story later. We don't have to worry about the story right now. The story will come. Let's just make a game that makes us money, so that when the time comes, well, we can actually start making a story that we wanted to tell, and not just a really sort of B-grade sci-fi loot simulator. Because at the end of the day, that's all Destiny really is, which is sad but true. And David Bonner doesn't want his game to be just defined by how bad it is, but how addicting it is. He wants to know the addiction factor, but at the same time, he wants to build on it. Because any good designer is always building on his product, not just resting on his laurels. That's the mark of a hard worker and a man who sees success always in his sights.